The Galactic Council's chamber buzzed with an excitement unseen in millennia. Representatives from 1,000 worlds leaned forward in their anti-grav seats, appendages twitching in anticipation. High Counselor HFY, a towering figure with iridescent scales and multifaceted eyes, raised all four of their arms for silence. Esteemed colleagues, HFY's voice reverberated through the chamber. Today marks a momentous occasion in our shared history. We have finally made contact with a species known as humans. A chorus of clicks, whistles, and telepathic exclamations filled the air. The delegation from Proxima Centauri nearly fell out of their levitation fields in shock. Yes, HFY continued. The very same humans whose radio transmissions have both baffled and enthralled us for centuries. We've monitored their internet, studied their memes, and puzzled over their obsession with felines. But now, we have a chance for true cultural exchange. Ambassador Krillax of the Andromeda Alliance raised a tentacle. High Counselor, with all due respect, are we certain these humans are civilized enough for direct contact? Their history is rife with conflict, and their entertainment broadcasts suggest a propensity for violence against extraterrestrial life. HFY's scales rippled with amusement. But that's where our genius plan comes into play. We won't be dealing with their governments or military. Instead, we'll interact with their most influential members of society. The chamber erupted in confused murmurs. Silence. HFY boomed. I'm referring, of course, to their social media influencers. These individuals seem to hold unprecedented sway over human culture and consumption habits. By engaging with them, we'll gain unparalleled insight into human society. LRRR, the representative from Omicron Persei 8, growled skeptically. And how do you propose we do this, High Counselor? HFY's multifaceted eyes gleamed with excitement. We'll launch the first-ever Galactic Influencer Exchange program. We'll invite Earth's top influencers to visit our worlds. And in return, we'll send our own cultural ambassadors to Earth. It's FOLPROLF. The chamber erupted in a cacophony of voices. Some delegates cheered at the prospect of finally understanding human culture, while others warned of potential catastrophe. Amidst the chaos, a small, previously unnoticed figure stepped forward. TikTok, the junior diplomat from the enigmatic quantum realm, spoke in a voice that somehow cut through the noise. Has anyone considered, TikTok said, their form shimmering in and out of existence, that these influencers might not be representative of typical human behavior? The chamber fell silent as the implications sank in. HFY waved a dismissive hand. Nonsense. These influencers have millions of followers. They must embody the very essence of humanity. Little did the Galactic Council know that their well-intentioned plan was about to unleash a force more chaotic and unpredictable than anything they had ever encountered in their vast cosmic history. As the resolution to launch the Galactic Influencer Exchange program passed with an overwhelming majority, TikTok's form flickered once more. In a voice too quiet for anyone else to hear, they muttered, "May the universe have mercy on us all." The first transmissions would be sent to Earth within the solar cycle. The fate of intergalactic relations now rested in the manicured hands of those who live their lives through filters and hashtags. The stars themselves seemed to hold their breath, waiting to see what madness would unfold. The news of alien contact spread across Earth like wildfire, or more accurately, like a viral video of a cat playing piano. Governments scrambled, religions questioned their doctrines, and conspiracy theorists smugly declared, "I told you so." But amidst the global chaos, one group remained surprisingly calm: the social media influencers. They were too busy fighting over who would be chosen for the Galactic Influencer Exchange program. Brixley the Flex Johnson, a fitness guru with arms the size of small moons, cracked his knuckles as he filmed his application video. "Yo, aliens, ready to get ripped? Let's pump some intergalactic iron." Meanwhile, Zephyr Moonbeam, a self-proclaimed spiritual healer and crystal enthusiast, lit 7 different incense sticks before addressing her holocam. "Greetings, cosmic beings. Let's align our chakras across the stars." In her penthouse studio, Makeup Maven 99, whose real name was lost to time and contouring, applied her 37th layer of foundation. Hey, space babes, ready for an auto F this world glow up? But it was Extreme Chad XX69, a self-styled prank master who truly embodied humanity's unique spirit. What's up, alien losers? Ready for some epic space pranks? As these beacons of human culture prepared their applications, the selection committee, a hastily assembled group of UN officials, scientists, and one very confused intern named Dave, faced the daunting task of choosing Earth's representatives. Are these really our best options? Dr. Evelyn Quark, a renowned astrophysicist, pinched the bridge of her nose as she watched the 100th unboxing video application. General Thaddeus Sternwood, representing the global military coalition, growled, "We should be sending our finest soldiers, not these peacocks." But the aliens specifically requested influencers. Dave the intern piped up, immediately shrinking under the glares of his superiors. UN Ambassador Lakshmi Patel sighed deeply. Perhaps this is a test. The aliens must be assessing our ability to follow instructions, no matter how absurd they seem. Little did they know that across the galaxy, the Alien Selection Committee was facing similar challenges. On ZYX-Naxx's homeworld, Lumina Prime, the High Counselor reviewed their own pool of candidates. Glox NRR, a bioluminescent blob with millions of followers, pulsed rhythmically in its audition hollow. Its tagline, "Get your glow on or get out," had apparently resonated with the youth of 6-star systems. Then there was Virum 3000, the galaxy's leading hover vehicle enthusiast, whose catchphrase, "Suck my exhaust, gravity," had become a popular rebellion cry on low-gravity worlds. ZYX-Naxx's personal favorite was Quantum Cooking with Quizen, a show featuring a hyper-intelligent shade of blue preparing meals that existed in multiple states simultaneously. "You haven't lived until you've tasted Schrodinger's souffle," Quizen declared, as both humanity and the galactic community prepared to exchange their finest representatives. The fabric of space-time itself seemed to cringe. Back on Earth, the selection committee finally reached a decision. "May whatever gods exist have mercy on us," Dr. Quark muttered as she sealed the envelope containing the chosen influencers' names. In orbit, the alien mothership waited, its crew blissfully unaware of the chaos they were about to invite aboard. As Earth's chosen influencers boarded their spacebound shuttle, each live streaming the experience to their millions of followers, humanity collectively held its breath. Extreme Chad XX69 turned to the camera, his eyes wild with excitement. If we're gonna show these aliens how to party. YOLO, across the universe." With those profound words, the shuttle doors closed, and humanity's fate was sealed. The stars watched in silent anticipation, wondering if the universe was ready for what was coming. Little did anyone know, this was just the beginning of a cosmic adventure that would redefine the very concept of cultural exchange and test the patience of every sentient being in the galaxy. The Galactic Influencer Exchange Program was off to a start that could only be described as spectacularly disastrous. As Earth's finest spread across the cosmos, and alien influencers descended upon our blue marble, the universe braced itself for the inevitable fallout. Brixley the Flex, Johnson's arrival on the crystal world of Luminera was nothing short of cataclysmic. Within hours of landing, he had inadvertently shattered 3 ancient crystal spires while attempting to do muscle-ups on their delicate structures. "Bro, these crystals need to toughen up," Brixley shouted to his livestream audience as Luminaran security forces surrounded him, their crystalline bodies glittering with barely contained rage. Meanwhile, on Earth, Glox NRR, the bioluminescent blob, was causing havoc of its own. Its first Get Your Glow On party in Miami Beach resulted in a small-scale ecological disaster when thousands of partygoers, inspired by Glox NRR's pulsating radiance, doused themselves in bioluminescent algae. "This is lit," screamed one reveler, unaware that they were literally glowing. The Coast Guard was less than amused. Back in space, Zephyr Moonbeam had managed to offend an entire sector of the galaxy by attempting to cleanse their auras with her collection of Earth crystals. The void dwellers of the Andromeda Arm were particularly upset, as they prided themselves on their lack of corporeal form. "How dare you assume we have auras?" the Void Dweller's ambassador transmitted angrily, its non-existent form somehow radiating indignation. Extreme Chat XX 69's Epic Space Pranks series was quickly becoming the stuff of intergalactic nightmares. His latest stunt involved replacing the quantum core of a Zorbaxian cruiser with a magic 8-ball. Will this ship explode? Shake, shake. Outlook not so good, LMAO. Chad guffawed as the Zorbaxian crew evacuated in panic. On the gas giant Jovia Prime, Makeup Maven 99 was facing her own unique challenge. The local life forms, being gaseous entities, had no physical faces to apply makeup to. Undeterred, she launched into her signature tutorial. "Today, we're going to contour your entire being. First, take this nebula dust and swirl it through your gaseous form." The Jovians were confused, but intrigued. Within days, the entire planet had adopted a shimmery, contoured look that was visible from 3 star systems away. Earth wasn't faring much better with its alien visitors. Virum 3000's hover vehicle enthusiasm led to a complete gridlock of New York City's airspace. Thousands of flying cars, inspired by the aliens' influence, clogged the skies between skyscrapers. "Gravity is for losers," echoed through the concrete canyons as NYPD's newly formed air traffic division struggled to maintain order. Quantum cooking with cuisine had taken over a Michelin-starred restaurant in Paris, much to the horror of the traditional culinary scene. Diners were equal parts fascinated and terrified by dishes that existed in multiple states simultaneously. "Is this soufflé risen or collapsed?" one food critic wailed in existential despair. "Yes," Cuisine replied enthusiastically, their hyper-intelligent blue form rippling with delight. As chaos reigned across the galaxies, the Galactic Council convened an emergency session. High Counselor Zoax Nax's scales had lost their luster, and all 4 of their arms drooped in exhaustion. This is not what we expected," ZYX Nax admitted, their voice barely a whisper. TikTok, the quantum realm diplomat, flickered into view. "I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so." Ambassador Krillax waved a tentacle dismissively. "Oh, come now. Surely it can't be that bad." At that moment, as if the universe itself had a flair for dramatic timing, a holographic transmission burst into the council chamber. It was Dr. Evelyn Cork from Earth, looking frazzled and slightly singed. "What have you done?" she screamed, her usual scientific composure nowhere to be seen. "Your Virum 3000 just inspired a group of teenagers to attempt lightspeed in their parents' sedans. We've got temporal distortions popping up all over the suburbs." ZYX Nax's multifaceted eyes widened in horror. But we thought your influencers would be a representation of your best and brightest." Dr. Cork laughed hysterically. "Oh, you poor naive aliens. You have no idea what you've unleashed upon the universe." As the transmission cut out, leaving the Galactic Council in stunned silence, a realization began to dawn. They had grossly underestimated the chaotic potential of human influencer culture. And now, the entire cosmos was paying the price. In the vast expanse of space, stars twinkled obliviously, unaware that the balance of galactic civilization hung by a thread that was currently being used in a viral cosmic floss challenge started by none other than Extreme Chat XX69. The universe held its breath, wondering what fresh madness the next news cycle would bring. As the Galactic Influencer Exchange program spiraled further into chaos, both Earth and the alien worlds found themselves grappling with an unprecedented crisis. It wasn't just a diplomatic disaster, it was an intergalactic PR nightmare. On Earth, the United Nations hastily convened a special session to address the mounting galactic tension. The chamber buzzed with a mixture of panic and disbelief. "We've received formal complaints from 17 different star systems," UN Secretary-General Adebayo Okafor announced, his voice strained. "The Luminarians are demanding reparations for their shattered crystal spires. The Void Dwellers have filed a class action lawsuit for emotional distress. And the Zorbaxians are insisting we cover their therapy bills." Ambassador Lakshmi Patel massaged her temples. Perhaps we should have vetted our influencers more thoroughly. Perhaps. General Thaddeus Sternwood exploded, his face a dangerous shade of purple. That muscle-bound maniac Brixley just posted a video of himself bench pressing a sacred artifact on Proxima Centauri b. They're threatening to declare war. Meanwhile, in the depths of space, the alien influencers were leaving their own trail of destruction on Earth. Gloxenarar's bioluminescent parties had spread globally, causing worldwide light pollution that confused migratory birds and disrupted ecosystems. Astronauts on the International Space Station reported that Earth now resembled a giant disco ball. Virum Virum 3000's hovercar craze had escalated to absurd levels. Major cities around the world were now crisscrossed with makeshift sky lanes, while traditional ground traffic had devolved into a post-apocalyptic free-for-all. "Where we're going, we don't need roads," became the battle cry of the newly formed Hover Hooligans, a gang of airborne street racers terrorizing the skies of Los Angeles. Quantum cooking with Cuisine had revolutionized the culinary world in ways no one could have anticipated. Michelin-starred restaurants now boasted dishes that existed in quantum superposition, leading to a surge in existential crises among food critics. "I both love and hate this dish, and somehow neither," wrote one confused reviewer before vanishing in a puff of logic. Back at the Galactic Council, things were no better. High Counselor Zhuaix Nax's once resplendent scales had dulled to a sickly gray as they faced a barrage of complaints from member worlds. The humans' makeup maven 99 convinced the entire gaseous population of Jovia Prime to contour themselves with nebula dust, screeched the Jovian representative. "Now our planet looks like a giant glitter bomb exploded." TikTok, the quantum realm diplomat, flickered in and out of existence more rapidly than usual, a sign of extreme stress in their species. It's not just the humans causing trouble. Our own influencers are wreaking havoc on Earth. A holographic display flickered to life, showing news feeds from across the globe. Breaking. Sentient shade of blue causes mass hallucinations at Michelin-starred restaurant. Hovercar pileup in Manhattan reaches stratosphere. FAA considers designating it a floating island. Miami's still glowing. Scientists predict bioluminescent beach parties visible from Mars. As the council descended into chaos, with representatives shouting over each other and demanding action, an unexpected message arrived from Earth. It was from Extreme Chad XX69, broadcasting live from what appeared to be the bridge of a commandeered alien spacecraft. "Yo, space losers," Chad's voice boomed through the council chamber. "Check out my latest epic prank. I just yeeted this sweet ride into hyperdrive. Next stop, the center of the galaxy. Don't forget to like and subscribe." The color drained from ZYX Nax's face. That ship he's on, it's carrying our experimental void catalyst. If it reaches the galactic core, the implications hung in the air like a lead balloon. The council erupted into pandemonium. Meanwhile, on Earth, Dr. Evelyn Quark and her team of scientists worked frantically to contain the chaos unleashed by the alien influencers. They had set up a command center in a repurposed warehouse, walls covered with monitors tracking the various crises. "We've got to find a way to stop this madness," Dr. Quark shouted over the din of alarms and panicked reports. "If we don't get these influencers under control, Earth's relations with the galactic community will be beyond repair." As if on cue, a new alert blared from the main screen. It was a message from the Galactic Council, marked urgent. Dr. Quark's eyes widened as she read the contents. "Oh no! Oh no! Everyone, we have a new problem. A very big problem." The room fell silent, all eyes on Dr. Quark as she took a deep breath. "It seems one of our influencers has stolen an alien ship with something called a void catalyst on board. He's heading for the center of the galaxy, and if he gets there..." She paused, the weight of the situation visible on her face. "Well, let's just say we might not have a galaxy left to worry about." The silence that followed was deafening. Humanity had faced many challenges in its history, but nothing quite like this. The fate of the entire Milky Way now rested in the hands of a group of scientists, diplomats, and yes, influencers. As the Earth team scrambled to formulate a plan, and the Galactic Council descended into panic, one thing became crystal clear. The universe would never be the same again. And it was all thanks to a well-intentioned cultural exchange program gone horribly, hilariously wrong. In the vast expanse of space, Extreme Chad XX-69 stolen ship hurtled towards the galactic core, leaving a trail of stardust and hashtags in its wake. The clock was ticking, and the greatest challenge in cosmic history was about to unfold. As Extreme Chad XX-69 stolen ship hurtled towards the galactic core, Earth and the Galactic Council found themselves in an uneasy alliance, united by the threat of cosmic annihilation. In a hastily assembled war room on Earth, Dr. Evelyn Quark paced frantically, surrounded by a motley crew of scientists, diplomats, and yes, influencers. "All right, people," she barked, her usual composure cracking under the strain. "We got a galaxy to save and about 6 hours to do it. Any ideas? And please, for the love of all that's holy, and no more social media challenges." Brixley the Flex Johnson, recalled from his intergalactic gym tour, raised a muscular arm. "Yo, what if we bench press the ship away from the core?" The room fell silent, a mix of disbelief and desperation on every face. "I can't believe I'm saying this," Dr. Quark muttered, "but keep that in the maybe pile." Meanwhile, aboard the Galactic Council's flagship, High Counselor Zuyx was having a similar crisis of leadership. "Can't we just, I don't know, unfollow him or something?" they wailed, all four arms flailing in distress. TikTok, the quantum realm diplomat, flickered in exasperation. "This isn't a social media problem. It's an actual space problem." As both groups scrambled for solutions, it was Zephyr Moonbeam who stumbled upon an unexpected breakthrough. In a desperate attempt to cleanse the galaxy's aura, she had been broadcasting a continuous stream of meditation chants and crystal healing frequencies into space. To everyone's surprise, her New Age nonsense had an unforeseen effect on the void catalyst aboard Chad's ship. The quantum fluctuations induced by her chants were somehow stabilizing the volatile substance. "It's working," shouted a wide-eyed scientist, staring at the readings. "The void catalyst is calming down." Dr. Quark blinked in disbelief. "Zephyr, keep chanting. Everyone else think, how can we use this?" As Earth's team brainstormed, the alien influencers found their own unique ways to contribute. Gloxenerar's bioluminescent glow, once a nuisance, was repurposed to create a galactic-scale light show, distracting Chad from his course. "Whoa, a trippy!" Chad's voice crackled over the comms as his ship swerved, buying precious time. Virum 3000, working with Earth's top engineers, modified a fleet of hovercars into impromptu space interceptors. "Suck void gravity," they shouted as the unlikely armada launched into orbit. Even quantum cooking with Quizen proved invaluable, using their mastery of quantum gastronomy to whip up a meal that existed simultaneously in Chad's stomach and on his ship's control panel, effectively gumming up the works. "Dude, my lunch is also my steering wheel?" Chad exclaimed, equal parts impressed and nauseous. As these improbable plans unfolded, Makeup Maven 99 had a flash of inspiration. "Wait, what if we conjure space itself?" Before anyone could question her sanity, she explained her idea to use light-bending technology, inspired by her makeup techniques, to create an illusion that would steer Chad away from the galactic core. That's brilliant," Dr. Quark exclaimed, immediately setting the team to work on implementation. With time running out, Earth and the Galactic Council pooled their resources. Zephyr's chants, amplified by alien technology, resonated through space. Gloxenerar's light show, enhanced by Earth satellites, painted the cosmos in dazzling colors. Virum's hover fleet herded Chad's ship, while Quizen's quantum meal disrupted its systems. And there, at the heart of it all, was Makeup Maven 99's cosmic illusion, a galactic-scale sleight of hand that would make any Instagram filter jealous. As Chad's ship approached what he thought was the galactic core, he found himself instead flying into an elaborate trap. The combined efforts of human ingenuity and alien influence had created a pocket dimension, safely containing the void catalyst's potential explosion. "What the" was all Chad managed to say before his ship was enveloped in a dazzling implosion of light, sound, and quantum improbabilities. For a moment, the entire galaxy held its breath. Then, like a cosmic belch, the pocket dimension spat out Chad's ship, the void catalyst neutralized and crisis averted. As cheers erupted across Earth and countless alien worlds, Dr. Quark slumped into a chair, exhausted but victorious. "We did it," she breathed. "We actually did it." In the aftermath, as the dust of near catastrophe settled, something unexpected emerged: respect. The Galactic Council, having witnessed the incredible creativity and adaptability of humans in a crisis, began to see Earth in a new light. High Counselor Zhuaxnax, scales once again shimmering with health, addressed a joint session of Earth's UN and the galactic representatives. "We came seeking to understand humanity through your influencers," they began, all four arms gesturing grandly. "We thought they were your best and brightest. We were wrong. And yet, we were also right." A murmur ran through the assembled crowd. "Your influencers showed us the chaos of humanity, yes. But they also showed us your creativity, your adaptability, and your uncanny ability to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. In sending us your influencers, you sent us your humanity in all its messy, glorious complexity." As Zhuaxnax's words sank in, a new era of galactic cooperation dawned. Earth's influencers, once seen as a liability, became sought-after problem solvers across the cosmos. Alien influencers, in turn, brought new perspectives to human culture. Brixley the Flex Johnson opened a chain of zero-gravity gyms that became all the rage in space stations across the galaxy. Zephyr Moonbeam's crystal healing frequencies were repurposed for deep space communication. Makeup Maven 99's contouring techniques revolutionized planetary camouflage technology. Even Extreme Chat XX69, chastened by his near destruction of the galaxy, found a new calling as an interstellar safety instructor, his catchphrase, "Don't be a void, bro," becoming a galactic sensation. As for Dr. Evelyn Quark, she found herself heading a new department of influencer sciences at the Galactic University, studying the strange and wonderful ways that social media culture could shape the fate of civilizations. And so, in a twist that no one could have predicted, humanity found its place among the stars not through military might or technological superiority, but through the chaotic, creative, and utterly human world of social media influence. As news of Earth's triumph spread across the cosmos, alien civilizations watched in awe and amusement. They had sought to understand humanity, and in the end, they got exactly what they asked for: a full, unfiltered dose of human nature, for better or worse. The universe, it turned out, would never be the same. But maybe, just maybe, that wasn't such a bad thing after all.